Alrighty, today I'm going to give you a lesson on how to play Woke Up This Morning, I'm going to show you what Chad Kroeger does. I'm going to leave a link in the description so you could grab the tab and so you can see what I'm doing. So, if you see the Ryan Peak video, he does a typical, what you consider a standard drop C, ever string down a whole step to D and then drop D. But what Chad Kroeger does is what I'm going to do here is I keep my guitar in standard tuning. I just take my low E string down 2 full steps to where to match to the 3rd fret of the A. So, and when you do that, when you play a C5, you not only get the A string root, but you get the low 6th string in there. Alright, so it would be C, A, D, G, B, E. Everything is in standard except our low E string would be tuned to a C. Alright, so let's start out with that main riff, which sounds something like this. Okay, so it's very similar to the Ryan Peak video. So we're going to start out 6th string, palming it twice. Then we're going to go 10th fret of the D to the 5th string 7th fret, back to the 10th fret of the D. So do that twice. Then we have this dissonant note kind of thing. That is 6th string open, 7th fret of the A, and 8 on the D. Then you do the riff again. And then we have some cool octave shape. We have a cool octave shape here. So the first one's going to be the 8th fret of low E, and your pinky is going to come up to the 11th fret on the A string. The next one is going to be 3rd fret low E, 6 on the A. That's the 3rd tail end. The last tail end is going to go. That is a B flat power chord, 1st fret of the A, and then that 3rd fret low E, 6th fret of the A octave. So it would be this, slowly. And you just repeat that. So in context would be and that just repeats. Then we get to the verse, which is you're going to do that first bar of that main riff with the first tail end twice. So it's like, and then 0 low E string open, 10 on the 7 on the A, 10 on the D. Hit that twice, and that takes us to the pre-chorus. First part goes like this. You're going to repeat this 4 times. So you do the riff only once. Then we're going to go. That is 6th string, 8th fret twice, palmated, to the 10th fret of the D. Then do the same thing up 2 frets, so 10 on the low E to 12 on the D. So it would be this. And do that 4 times. And then we have that build up, which is going to be this. That octave on the 6th string, 8th fret. then a B flat power chord on the first fret on the A string. Then you're going to hold back to that main chord you're doing from the main riff. Low E open, 7 on the A, 10 on the D. Palmate that. And just release the palmating right before the chorus comes in. Alright? And then we get to the chorus, which sounds something like this. You can repeat this bit 3 times. So we're going to go, starts with the low E string open, then a chromatic hammer on, 5, 6, 7 on the A string. Hit the low E, and then hit the A string back on the 7th fret. So, and then we get to the end, the tail end chords are going to go 8 on the low E and 11 on the A. Hit the 8th fret twice and then down to 3. And do that 3 times. And repeat it. But the 3rd time around, you're going to do 8 and 3 twice. Then move up to the 5th fret. And then hit the 3rd fret and slide down. Up to there, those parts repeat. And then the only other part we have is that interlude section. This is going to be a lot of fun to do this. It's going to sound something like this. Whoop. And that takes us to that back to the pre-chorus. So you start, basically, we always start, now throughout this whole bit, we always start with that hammer on 5, 6, 7 on the A string. But you start with the low E and then you do that hammer on. Now between that, we have 2 different bits on the low E. The first bit is going to go, that's just slide up to the 14th fret on the low E, and then 12, 10, back to the low E. So it's like this. First bit is, then you do the hammer on again. The second ending on the low E, it's going to go 6, 5, 3, up. Then you do that first part again with the first ending. But the second ending is going to be a quick. It's going to be a quick bend and release on the 5th fret low E to 3-0 on the low E. So it's like this. First half is this. Now the second part you're going to repeat twice. So it starts with that hammer on again. Now the first phrase on the low E is going to go, you start with that slider to the 14th fret low E. Now instead of going 12-10, we're going to go 10-12. So then you do that hammer on again. Alright, then the second ending is, when we have some stretches here, we're going to go all on the low E string, 7, 3, 5. Back to the low E, and just do that again. So the second half is this, slowly. Whoop. Alright. right? And then you're back to the pre-chorus. So the whole interlude section sounds like this. Then you're back to the pre-chorus, to the chorus, and then you end by doing the main riff. And that's pretty much the whole thing. So, once again, I'll leave the link in the description so you can look at the tab for this lesson. Otherwise, good luck.